Alright guys, so here we go. I just removed her hide and she is definitely not having any problem with this mouse whatsoever. Something that I forgot to clarify in the last video about how she escaped. It wasn't just because I was hurting or whatever. The reason why I forgot to latch the cage was because of the fact that at that time, like I said, the pain was still nice and fresh, so I was having to take pain relievers along with muscle relaxers. Drowsiness is one of the effects, along with, just not being able to completely pay attention. And like I said, I finished feeding her and I did close the doors on her enclosure. I just forgot to flip the latch, and by the next day she had pushed one of them open and gotten out. I was pretty confident that she had not gotten out of the house because she's big enough now that it'd be hard for her to squeeze out of certain spots. The first milk snake that I had, she was actually still pretty small, escaped out of a tub that I had her in, and I never saw her again, so she obviously got out of the house. This girl at this point is just too big to get out, so I wasn't worried about not being able to find her. I just kind of gave up looking. I figured that she would eventually turn up, and she did. And she's been on this thing for less than 10 minutes, so it's kind of been interesting watching her swallow this mouse, because I hardly ever watch her feed anymore because I usually just give her the mice and she goes in her hide. Well, I took the hide off this time so we could kind of see. I've never seen her head like stretch this big, so it's really cool to watch. I was going to try to do a time lapse, but it seems like she's going to eat this thing way too fast for a time lapse. I mean, I thought it might take her 20-30 minutes to eat this thing and I could time lapse it and show you guys, but I mean, we're watching in real time. She's at the back legs now. All that's left is the back half and the tail. So this has been pretty cool to see. This is a first for me with her, as far as seeing her take down some pretty good sized prey there. So far she's pretty docile. She's getting a whole lot better with being handled and stuff. Every couple of weeks or so I will remove all of her hides, take her out of her enclosure, put her in a bucket with water, and just kind of let her soak. Clean up her enclosure while that's going on, and then put her back in later. And every once in a while, before I put her back in, I will handle her for a little while, just so that she's kind of used to that and it doesn't bother her. She'll intertwine herself around my fingers and try to hide her face. I mean, sometimes I can feel her when I'm holding her. I can feel her nose trying to burrow in the palm of my hand, but she'll kind of just wrap her body up in my fingers and around my wrists, and it's pretty cool. I'll sit there and hold her for like 15 minutes and then put her up. So, first pet snake I've ever had, and she's a pretty cool pet. I'd like to graduate to a ball python at some point, but there's a certain species that I'm looking for at a certain price, so it might be a while on that. But there we go. I'll stop rambling. There was my female Pueblan milk snake actually swallowing down an adult mouse, largest meal she's ever had. Maybe she'll show her face one more time, and I'll shut up and end this. But I hope you did enjoy this video more than the last one, and that you will let me know with a thumbs up and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Share this video. Take care of yourselves and each other. Wonderful day, wonderful night, all that good jazz. Thank you so much for watching, guys. God bless.